Welcome to KakeCast, where we dive into the topics about pretty much anything we can think of. It's me and Dallas Med 65 here talking about gaming and a bunch of other things. But I do want to talk about Call of Duty, and I think the reason I want to talk about it is because it's such an impactful game in our childhood and our growth, and like us as gamers, like that was our. I wouldn't say that was our first video game. It wasn't mine, it wasn't yours, but you know what I mean? Like, it was our first big multiplayer game that we played together and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I hate it nowadays is because I'm disappointed that it's not that same experience
Yeah, and
anymore.
that's what I said in the previous video that I just recorded. I was like, I get it, it's not made for our generation, but I'm not the only person who's talking about it like this. I mean, Nade Shot, he used to play for Optic, and other big old school content creators are talking about how the game's, I don't want to say lost its way, but it's catering towards um a different what's it called? Oh god, a different, not environment, a different clientele. So they're focusing on the people who like Fortnite and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um and it just, I don't know, man.
that's what
It
everyone does nowadays. That's why, I mean, look at the state of Rainbow Six Siege. It's not cops versus robbers anymore. It's like anime characters versus high tech gear we've never seen before.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And I think that's kind of, it just goes to show that games need to stop trying to be the same as everybody else, because the problem I'm seeing is every single game that comes out seems to be like similar in a way. Like, all of them are either battle royale style or modern with a
Yeah,
crazy emphasis on futuristic gadgets.
people are losing their identity because they're just the fear of missing out.
Yeah, FOMO. I don't know. It's just crazy to me because, like, obviously I don't want to talk about Starfield too much in this because this is more about Call of Duty. At least there are some games that are coming out that are different, but even that, you know, one or two rogue waves in the ocean mean nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a good game now, but then next year we're gonna have no new
Yeah.
game. So it's
So it's
like,
also a single player experience, like
yeah,
multiplayer. It's like all the same now.
that's true. Yeah, it's either all battle royale or all really repetitive gameplay. But I think the only thing that excites me about this Call of Duty, and I said this in the last video, is the zombies. Apparently, it's going to be like open world. Of course, I'm not trying to get too hyped on that because I'm not going to buy a Call of Duty just for the zombies. That's kind of dumb. Um,
Are they using the Warzone map, or is it just going to be its own standalone map?
I don't know. I haven't done the research yet. I'm a little worried about that myself. But here's what I'm also wondering: what what if they sold the game in three parts? You sell the Warzone section. You sell the, well, the Warzone's free. Sorry, never mind. You sell the campaign for, let's say, $15. You sell the multiplayer for $15. You sell the zombies for $15, or you sell it all together for the $70. Like, you know what I mean? Like they do normally. Why can't we do it like that? Because if I buy the game just to play zombies, why should I have to pay the same price as someone who wants the whole game? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they have their reasons in some
Oh,
way, but
well, yeah, because they make more money.
yeah.
But I mean, if we buy it just for the zombies, I wish we could just buy it as the zombies. Because obviously, right now you could download Warzone without buying the game. You don't even have to buy COD to play Warzone. It's crazy.
I thought that was interesting. So they just, I guess they wanted, since every battle royale's being free to play
Yep.
nowadays, it's just, I guess they had to
Well, that and the
do that too.
cosmetics, dude.
It's free
Like,
marketing for their game as well. They play
it's
it, and
true.
then they'll be like, oh, I wonder what the full game is like.
I wonder what the story mode's like. But it's pretty funny to think about too, because like their microtransactions, like outfits and stuff, they probably make millions more off of that than they do the game.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
like,
for sure.
you'll spend $10 on an outfit. If everyone in the world spends $10 on an outfit for a free game, you made more than your sales. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's all gaming is anymore. They don't even care about that base price. They try to keep the game alive forever, just constantly adding these different DLC things you can buy.
Yeah. It's funny. It's just a cash grab at this point, which scares me for the future of gaming because it's all about trends. So a little worried.
It scares me about Minecraft. It's Microsoft got a hold of it, and have you noticed ever since Microsoft got a hold of it, there's just been a huge marketplace button just full of stuff like here's where you buy coins, and they just like push you constantly to buy stuff on. It's just like Microsoft kind of ruined the face of Minecraft.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I think one thing that I should say is that the only good thing about Minecraft is everything that's came out so far, like DLC wise, is free. I'm surprised they haven't monetized their updates. Yeah. I'm surprised. Like Microsoft is a very big company, and I can see them doing that to make extra money. Can you imagine that? Like, oh, you want to bring this new mob to your game? $3.99.
I'd have to find a new job.
Yeah, no shit. Or just use mods. Like not mods as in like crazy mods, but like think about it. So I love how we're getting on that topic too. So like, do you remember whenever the Deep Dark was being like said it was going to come, and then somebody used mods to create it before it even came out?
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, so they, before the actual Deep Dark stuff came out all the way, like it was leaked and stuff like that, or not leaked, but talked about, somebody went in and created it. Like, they created the Deep Dark area for a mod, basically kind of like those mods we play on, at least I play on. And it was pretty sick. So, like, these modders and stuff, I think we've talked about this before. I wish that they would hire modders to work on their team.
You know, that's what Bethesda did. You know that? They like hired a big part of the modding community.
For Fallout? Or
for just well, so far they had some for Fallout, yeah, but they hired a lot for Starfield too.
Oh, you know what? That actually makes sense. Do you think they're gonna have? Do you think it's gonna be?
They said this is going to be their most moddable game yet.
Oh yeah, dude, that's exciting. Well, because I bought it.
It only makes sense too because it's a universe,
right? Well, so I bought it on Steam, and they usually have a workshop, like a mod workshop, to where you can download stuff real easy. I'm really excited to see if that could happen. Because, dude, I'm not gonna lie, if I could download a mod to build, like, to have a built Millennium Falcon, bro. Be sick, dude. Right. But did you end up watching that live action trailer of the Starfield? They made a.
It was kind of cringe. I mean,
was it cringy? Okay, I haven't seen it. I'm about to pull it up right now. I'm gonna watch it.
And they partnered with Imagine Dragons, made a song, and everyone's like hating on the song, saying it's awful.
Oh, I thought they used. Oh yeah, orchestral version of Elton John's Rocket Man. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it real quick. See, this is what bothers me. Okay, I don't want to get copyrighted with the music, but this is what bothers me about gaming companies. You know how easily they could make a fucking full feature movie? Like, look at these graphics. Like, it's obviously you're not seeing what I'm seeing, but the viewers are. But it's like,
oh, yeah, I saw it.
You saw really it. Good. Yeah, why don't they make a movie, bro? Bethesda should make a fucking movie.
Oh, there's a Fallout series coming out soon.
Yeah, now
and
that's actually a question. Is Bethesda in charge of that, or did they sell the rights?
They have their hand in it, but there's a popular director. He directed a really, I forgot what show it was, but it was a really successful show that everyone knows. I just forgot which one it was. So it's in good hands, apparently. So.
That's good. Because I was worried about that, because I'm actually looking forward to that myself. Obviously. Big Fallout fan. Actually, I think Fallout is the only reason that I even found out who Bethesda was, personally. Because I wasn't a big Skyrim fan. You know me, I wasn't until recently. I wasn't into that stuff, but I think that would also be a good show. Skyrim, like their own show of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, obviously shows based on video games, they can make it. I mean, didn't The Witcher do good? I haven't watched it, but didn't it do really good?
No.
Oh, did it bomb?
It's still, well, it didn't bomb necessarily. It's just the director for it went in her own direction. Like, she was not following book material, and everyone was just like, this is boring. Because it is. People watch The Witcher mainly because they want to see The Witcher, but it was 80% focused on sorceresses and their little civil battles and with each other. And then occasionally Geralt would come in and kill a monster and then back to the sorceresses. It was just bland.
Yeah, see, it scares me. What about the Halo series? I never watched that yet, but I don't
I
know.
was never a fan of Halo, so I never watched it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't. I'm kind of. You know what? I'm gonna Google that now that we're sitting here fucking with it. I'm gonna look it up. I want to see like how did the Halo series. Uh, unfortunately,
Henry Cavill actually left The Witcher because that's how bad the source material was getting.
yeah, and he's a
Or
big
that's how bad she
gamer,
wasn't
right?
following it. Yeah. Oh, he was in love with The Witcher. That's why he went with the role. He played it a lot. Just didn't like the direction it was going, so he left.
Yeah, I mean, he's a hardcore gamer, so they picked the right person to do the job, you know, because he actually gave a shit. They probably should have listened to him then. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I looked up season 1 of Halo. The audience score is 50%. Tomato score is 70. So it's not cinematically it's great, but looks like the audience isn't really too fond of it, which I can kind of see. That makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I just think that they have such opportunity in the gaming world to make these cool shows. Even if it's animated shows, would be so great.
They just find a way to fuck it up every time.
Every fucking time.
Nisik said.
Sorry, I'm also working on something on the side.
You're good. Can't believe in 6.5 hours we're gonna be exploring the universe.
That is true. Yeah, it's pretty exciting to think about. But you know, about that as well. I was watching a TikTok this morning. Did you know that there's like you might not know because you haven't been following the social media, but did you know that there's like a huge disgruntled group of people for Starfield that are like mad you can't land on a gas giant?
Trust me, I know there's I keep up with everything. I'm on the Reddit homepage every day.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like they're mad about not being able to land on a fucking gas giant.
That was one idiot because they don't understand how celestial bodies work.
Yeah, I was like, the fuck, bro?
And I was arguing with the guy on Reddit. He was like, you should at least be able to explore the atmosphere of a gas giant. It's like, no, I don't care how strong your ship is. Going into a gas giant would crush you into a small singularity because the forces are so extreme in gas giants. It doesn't make sense. No one goes near them because they're just a freak of nature. Yeah, they have a core, but by the time you reach the core, you will be nothing.
But even that, like, why? Why do you want to?
Yeah, right. The
like,
only cool concept I saw that even if they wanted to try to do something around a gas giant is maybe make like a floating cloud city on it or something. But that's the thing is they compensate it by adding 12 moons around one gas giant like real life. Jupiter has like 50, 60 moons around it. Saturn has like 20 moons.
Yeah, and I think, well, I also heard that there's going to be like over 1,000 planets. Now, that I heard from a person, not from the company, so I don't know for sure.
He never actually said planets. He said worlds. So that means there's probably going to be like
Well, by
You
planets,
got
I just
five
mean
to six
places to
hundred
visit.
rocky
I
planets,
just meant
and
places
yeah,
to
like
visit, really.
400 moons. Yeah. And then you also got to think of all the, you know, space stations that are going to be orbiting that you can visit too. Derelict spaceships, those big freighters that you can
Yeah, that I'm
dock with.
excited about. I'd love to dock with a ship and like loot it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to take my time with this game. The thing I'm most excited for is just to check out Earth and see what happened to it, and like visit the moon and Mars.
Now, did
And all
they
that.
say that Earth is in the game, or?
I mean, yeah, it has to be because you can visit the solar system, and
Oh, you could actually
obviously,
visit the Sol system, like.
yeah, because the
Hmm.
game supposedly, I mean, Todd announced this, so it's not a spoiler or anything. The game starts on Mars,
Oh, okay.
apparently.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I mean, he said that at Gamescom. He's like, "All right, your game starts on Mars," and then like he goes on to a few more details. But I shut it off there because I didn't want much spoiled. But yeah, during Gamescom as well, he was there was a scene because on the bottom left you can see what planet you're on. He was walking across a surface and it said Luna down at the bottom, and Luna means the moon of Earth. So that also confirmed that.
Crazy. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be an amazing game, and my like people are saying like, oh yeah, don't get your hopes up, don't be, you know, yada yada yada. But at the same time, my hopes aren't up. It's more along the lines of I'm gonna love the game no matter how it is because it's outer space, and that's what I like.
Yeah, same.
So I'm not overhyping it. I'm just looking forward to the modding and the storyline and the ability to, go out and just explore a new
Yeah,
environment.
I don't even think you can be overhyped because they showed everything you can do in it, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm hyped for. And I know those are in the game, so I won't be disappointed. I want to customize my ship. I want to visit different worlds. All I want to do. And there's stories and factions to join if you want. They're just optional. Just like Skyrim or Fallout, you don't even have to follow the main story. You could just spawn in and go do whatever the hell you want. That's the beauty of Bethesda games. You're not locked into a story.
Which I think the best part about a Bethesda game is the story. So obviously
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
exciting.
I remember in Sky, actually, now that I mentioned, yeah, Skyrim and Fallout, you can get into wars. Like Skyrim, there's a one point where you can go on a huge medieval war attacking Whiterun. Fallout, it's not that big, but you can kind of get into a war. I wonder if you're gonna be able to get into like a galactic war in this.
Yo, that's an idea too because um what if you could like join factions? Because I do think they said you could join. There's like joinable
Oh, you can,
factions,
yeah.
right?
There's
Now,
the Red Mile.
yeah, let's say you join a faction and you join two factions and they go against each other. I wonder if you have to make a choice. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure you can because that happens Skyrim and Fallout.
I was gonna say Fallout. I
Fallout, you're like
remember, yeah.
Institution versus the Dark or the Steel Brotherhood, the Hood of Steel.
Brotherhood of Steel, yeah. That
You had
was
to
always my
pick
group.
which one. Also, the Railroad, I remember.
Which
Yeah.
it's funny because that actually brings up a good point. Did you know the Brotherhood of Steel is supposed to be like Nazis? Did you hear about that?
No?
Like they're trying to like make the world the way they want and shit like that. Sorry about that. That's one thing that I really hope with Starfield. I hope that different atmospheres allow for different firearms to have to be used. Think
Yeah,
about that
true.
for a
Because
second.
if you remember, in the direct, there was a point where he was in 0G, but every time he would fire a ballistic weapon, it pushed him back. So he had to pull
Hmm.
out an energy weapon because it was more stable.
Yeah, that is exciting because then you have to be conscious of where you're at, how the atmosphere is. Um, Obviously, that'd be sick as fuck if you got on like a planet that's for some reason that atmosphere is combustible. So if you fired a kinetic weapon, like
That's a
with
good
bullets, it
idea.
would
Actually,
like
I didn't even think of stuff like that, like
it
the
would like
methane in there.
yeah,
Or
it would
something.
just like blow you back and almost kill you, or some crazy shit like that.
See, when you land, I hope like Vasco or your ship just like tells you how the atmosphere is and what you have to do to prepare in your ship before you walk
True.
out.
True. Like atmosphere at 0%. Okay, there's no atmosphere,
Yeah.
so I can't use a kinetic weapon. There's no
Well,
oxygen.
that'd be
in the air.
cool. Some planets you visit, you don't even have to wear your spacesuit. I hope, like just like a paradise planet.
That'd be cool. You hit a button to open your visor. Pretty sick.
Yeah, I know you can take your spacesuit off, but only at like places, of course, with
Yeah, well, yeah.
requirements.
Common sense, Oh god, that's so funny. How much of that did that record? Because it was like not recording there for a second, and I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" No, this is the first time I've wanted to do a podcast. Wait, what? You forgot I was recording? That was kind of the point of what I wanted, to just kind of have a conversation. But no, I mean, obviously, me and you, we can go on
Slime
for
Swinecast.
Slime case. No, well, I think we could definitely like just go on for hours about gaming and where it's at right now and stuff like that. Because I mean, we love video games. Let's be honest. I mean, you do it for a living. I wish I could do it for a living, but
I mean, yeah, I've been dedicating. I couldn't even sleep last night because I was so excited to play this game. I've been waiting 5 years for.
yeah, no, I feel that. I went to bed at like 3 a.m. and woke up at 8. It sucked. Couldn't sleep.
Which I don't like this time zone thing. It's so weird that I have to play it at 7 p.m. I just wish I could.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. But also, at least it's not midnight Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Because you remember that actually brings up another topic, which I really love. I love that's how I love podcasts too, is random topics pop up. But do you remember midnight releases?
Going to GameStop, yes.
Dude, I miss that shit.
I know. Now GameStop's going out of business because people don't buy physical copies anymore.
I mean, why would you?
Yeah,
like,
true. I mean, I don't want
save
to
the
get up and
planet,
pop a
man.
CD out and put
Save
it in
the
CD.
planet, man. But
Not even that. That's not even my memory.
No, that's just my joke of it. But no, I miss that because like midnight releases, I met so many cool people there. I met so many cool people.
Remember they had, I think it was Call of Duty Ghosts. They had like the
tournament.
so you could
the
play.
tournament. You remember when they had that tournament?
That was so fun.
And that little kid beat the shit out of all those adults. It was so funny.
Oh, yeah.
My God, I think
that was fun because we met a lot of people outside too.
Yeah, you know me. I meet people everywhere we go. Yeah, I just miss going out and doing shit like that. The whole world's changing, man. Like, that's kind of why I want to go to a Games Con or something, like a con, like a convention. I just don't know where they are, but I'd love to go to one.
I in like the bigger cities,
just to meet other nerds like me. Oh fuck, man. Well, I'll probably try to look into St. Louis and see if one's there this year or next year. I'll let you know though, so you can go. But I just want to go because they have like merchandise and booths set up and all that stuff. And there's stuff that you can get there that you can't get anywhere else, and that's kind of cool. Kind of the vibe. And of course, you have those people that dress up and wear cosplay outfits, which I don't have the balls to do that, but I'd be like a fat Master Chief.
Like, maybe I would get like a Jango Fett costume. I've always wanted to.
You picture me walking out as a fat stormtrooper. I'm the Family Guy stormtrooper over here. Family Guy. That's funny as fuck, dude. No, we were me and Becky were talking about trying to go sometime go see the Galaxy's Edge. That Star Wars place in Disney.
Oh yeah.
Where they have like a life-size, like to scale Millennium Falcon, which is kind of cool, and they have like some rides and shit that are Star Wars related.
It would be cool.
And of course they have food. I don't know if you've ever seen, I might send you a video of it, but they have like the cantina. You can go into it and actually buy food and drink. They have like
Yeah.
actual specific Star Wars drinks, like the blue milk that you get from Tatooine. They have that. I think that was in one of the. That might have been in the Mandalorian, but like you could buy food there that's based off of
Yeah.
the series and stuff like that. Like I think there's
What's funny
what's up?
about that too is like new Star Wars shows is making me not care about Jedi's anymore. I care more about like Mandalorians and that kind of stuff now.
Yeah,
When
unpopular
Luke
opinion.
appeared in Boba Fett, I didn't care.
Yeah, unpopular opinion, but I've never really liked the Jedi. I've always referred to them as whiny.
Oh yeah, like their beliefs and
Yeah, they're just real whiny, man. Like at least with the Empire, they're like they have passion and they have, well, because the Jedi are like suppress your emotions and shit like that, and you can't get laid. That's kind of sucky, like fuck, what the hell, dude? So I've never really liked the Jedi. I've always been a dark side guy, but I'm also an asshole, so it kind of makes sense.
I prefer like the beliefs of. Oh, of course, I'm just a big Mandalorian fan, but
Sure,
they're just
sure.
really cool. You can't show your face to anyone. You bounty hunt and
Yeah, yeah.
just a hardcore soldier.
You know what? Why can't they come out with a Star Wars series that like follows like a stormtrooper squadron? Maybe during the Clone Wars. So like Commander Cody, remember him? Why can't they do a series on him? Like he was very popular, and I would love to see it from the clone trooper side a little bit, just because I know they had the cartoon show Clone Wars, and it was really fucking good. I loved it anyways.
That would be cool.
Oh man, there's so much stuff they could do.
Don't worry, Disney is milking the hell out of it right now.
Well, you saw that. Well, you might not have seen it, but Disney is making their parks free to get in, obviously, and then you obviously spend on food and merch and stuff like that. They're at least in Florida. I don't know about Hollywood, but in Florida, they have signed up to become a nonprofit organization as a whole. I don't know how it works, but I watched the video on it, and basically it would mean that they would not charge admission fees anymore, which sounds pretty fucking good to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds sick. But I mean, hey, I've never been to Disney except for when I was a little kid, so I don't know. Good times. All right, well, that's really all I had for our podcast. I just wanted to talk about some video games and some ideas on what we got going on, and kind of pick your brain a little bit. Just have a conversation and record it.
Starfield Game of the Year.
Starfield Game of the Year. Yep, made my mind up. What you saw that video I released where I literally called it the game of the decade.
Hey, you're probably not wrong.
No, I'm telling you. All right, well, we'll catch you guys later. Enjoy. Come on back to the next KakeCast where we talk about probably more gaming stuff, if not movies. Maybe we'll dive into The Mandalorian and more in depth. Maybe I'll even watch it before then, and then we can dissect it. We'll see. See ya. Say goodbye, motherfucker.